Well, we left Lemon Tree Passage and made our way up over the Great Dividing Range towards Armidale. Man, that Great Dividing Range was huge. We didn't think we were ever going to get over this sucker. We were going to stop about halfway up, but the only viewing boat that you could stop at was actually full of cars. Everybody else had the same idea. Anyway, we punched on through, made it over the other side. The old girl got a little bit warm, and then we made our way down into Armidale to catch up with family. So let's enjoy. We didn't film much on the first night, so we could catch up with family and just relax. The next day they took us for breakfast and a tour of the amazing town of Urella, which is around about, 25 minutes from Armidale. The whole town is essentially an historic tourist walk, and most of the shops have a number on the front of them, and you can look up the history of each building. The town is also famous for the infamous Australian bushranger Captain Thunderbolt, buried in their cemetery, and there's a statue in town celebrating that fact. Urella in the local indigenous language is supposed to mean chain of waterholes, which is a fairly accurate description of the waterways that run through town. The first person to come to Urella was a guy named Samuel McCrossan, an Irishman, and his wife and children in 1839 when they camped on the creek. Urella achieved town status in 1855, which, like a lot of places around Australia at the time, was brought on by the gold rush. The town today has about 2,700 plus residents. This little church, which we got taken to on the edge of town, was absolutely stunning. As you can see, it's called the All Saints Anglican Church at Gostwick, parish of Urella, and yeah, it's actually still used for weddings and ceremonies. You've got to book it, but yes, it's still an operational church. Super cool and absolutely beautiful. After a cool day touring around Armidale and surrounding areas, we got taken out to lunch at an amazing place called Dobson's, which is a gin and vodka and scotch distillery. This guy is a real character, and we had an absolute fun ball out there, and brought home quite a few samples and had an amazing lunch with family. So we'll let you listen in on old mate telling us a few stories and telling us how he created all the amazing gins and scotches that he's got. Just a tip, guys, if you're going out here, make sure you've got yourself a Deso driver, because yeah, you will blow way over after you've been here.
And that's the vodka, and that becomes more important. Now, so this one now is sweet tonic. I can tell you living. Hey, you've been hey. No. I said, I bet you're in Bondi. He said, yeah, possibly, yeah. No, mate, yeah. Right. But my theory is quite simply, this sumac and juniper were once the same plant. It's divergent evolution. It's just like the finches in the Galapagos. The sumacs are simply junipers that became poisonous.
Oh, okay.
But of the poisonous sumacs, there's 254, only 198 is deadly, and there's plenty that never even developed it. Just the warning flavour. And that's why we associate sumac with certain flavours, because that flavour of sumac is actually warning to warn birds and animals, stay away from it. And that 10 is the warning of a poisonous plant. So we made this, sent it off to the World Cup, came second, got the silver medal for it, and it's Australia's first gin, not made with juniper, but made with sumac, that I did manage to convince them that sumac and juniper contain the same chemistry. I put them both through a chromatograph, basically.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then there is some more pickles in the other cardboard container from Penny's garden.
Oh, yes.
And the chieftain says a blue, a Canada, a Crumbly cheddar, and then a white square is a goat liver cheddar from some little goats And then for the meats, these green, funny looking meatballs are really delicious. They're chicken, basil, and the mango chutney. So I've got that next to it. There's a full meat which is done with our bodyguard's mouse, like orange brandy liqueur. The dish is a chicken and black pepper pate. And then the pork is like a char-siu western sticky style barbecue pork. And all the sausages and drinks is from Downtown Meats.
John Oxley passed by these falls on the 13th of September 1818, and he named them the Bathurst Falls. He described it as one of the most magnificent waterfalls we have ever seen. tip, make sure you've got all the fuses you need for your van, just in case they blow, so you can have spares to replace them. We ended up having to get a new battery for the van while we were there. So once we'd done all of that stuff, we decided to take the Mustang out for a spin and blow out the cobwebs. Well, we had a slight change of plans. We're sitting in Smeaton's Bakery in Glen Innes, and the weather's turned to crap. So we've decided we're going to go and soak ourselves in the ball baths at Moree. We'll have to save Man River for the next trip. So yeah, we'll safely get ourselves out to Moree, and we'll see you when we get there. Morning guys. Well, the rain's finally stopped, so I thought I'd take you down, have a look at the pools and show you a bit around the park. It was very quiet last night, which was good. The sites are not too bad, reasonable size. I think once you get your awning out, you're really on the edge of where you need to be in terms of space, but that's all good. Yeah. Quite a few amenities, really well kept. A TV guest room and a camp kitchen. Toilets and amenities here. Yes, you've got TV, microwave and an oven. Right, there's a book exchange sort of thing in there. Fridge, air conditioning, so yeah. And then straight over there, we'll have a look at later. Here's the thermal pools. The artesian thermal pools that are part of the park are drawn from about 720 metres below where the park sits. They've got a temperature range of 34 to 39 between the various pools, plus they've also got a 25 metre lap pool that they keep at about 29 degrees, which is great to cool off between your stints in each one of the pools. It was a great way to cool off and relax after all the driving we'd done, and well worth it when you get there. So enjoy guys. We're going to come for a late swim. The lights on. Right, just down from the park is a place called Moree Tavern, who has a unique feature out the front, which we're going to go and have a look at before we go and get a drink. The only other thing that's similar to this is the McDonald's in New Zealand we went to. Yeah, at a DC3 or whatever it was called. And they've got something similar out here, which looks like you can go and sit in. We'll go and have a bit of a look, and then we'll go in and have a drink. There she is. Alright, let's go and get ourselves a drink. Oh, cool. Yeah, hold my beer while I get this off the ground. Wow. She's an old beast.
Wasn't it? This was a story about this. It was sent to Papua New Guinea.
Was it?
As it retired, they brought it back here, and this is
Yeah,
a
right.
resting place.
Oh, you can see all the wires and everything down there.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Come straight now. It looks good, looks good. Yeah, looking right on actually, that's good. About a foot, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. About 2 inches, keep coming 2 inches. And a little bit, stop.
Never mind, I got it. You're right. Alright, so we left Moree this morning nice and early before the storms, if they were going to come, turned up. Just left Gundy, filled up, and we're heading back home to Toowoomba. So that's going to be the end of these couple of episodes. I hope you enjoyed them, and we'll catch you in the next one.